Hot shot to the backhand. Tatis picks it, spins it, fires low. Dug out by Hosmer. Nice play on both.
Still cannot believe that Fernando Tatis Jr. is only 20 years old. I'm turning 23 in 2 weeks. How is this guy so good and so young? It's insane. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my energy is not as high as it usually is because unfortunately we do have some sad news to talk about, and yeah, it really sucks. As you guys can see, I am rocking my Angels shirt today, and it's not because I like the Angels, it's because I am supporting them as they lost their starting pitcher, Tyler Skaggs. I have been a big fan of Tyler Skaggs for quite some time. I always said that if he and Nick Tropiano, if they could stay healthy, the Angels would be a playoff team that'd actually be able to take advantage of Mike Trout. Unfortunately, though, he did pass away at 27 years old. The cause of death is not determined just yet, but the police department did say that there was no foul play, so it's really hard to report stuff like this because I want to be happy, and you guys have even told me that these videos help you to feel better, so we're still gonna have some fun. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and take my hat off. We're gonna pay some respect to Tyler Skaggs. We're gonna go ahead and roll a little clip of him and his best highlights. So Tyler Skaggs, we're gonna miss you, man.
He's an awesome guy, awesome dude, really nice. Just, it's kind of things you don't ever expect when you're a Major League Baseball player, you know what I mean? It gives you a reality check, and thoughts and prayers are with his family.
Over the course of my life, it's kind of weird to think about, but there are quite a few players that have left us. First of all, it was the Jose Fernandez. That was the first guy where I really thought to myself, wow, anything could happen at any time. And there was a guy named Oscar Taveras. He was a top prospect for the Cardinals. Then it was Roy Halladay. We had Luis Valbuena. There was also the Ventura kid, Yordan Ventura, for the Kansas City Royals. So guys, if you're watching this with your family right now, or if you're beefing with any of your family right now, shoot them a text saying sorry. Try to squash any issues that you have with friends or family, because guys, you never know when it could be this is tough, but we're going to start talking about baseball. I hope that you guys don't find it weird that I'm going to segue into the actual baseball news, because I do want to provide you guys with a pretty exciting video, because again, a lot of you do find these videos to be like an escape away from your daily issues. So Josh Bell, he helped us out with that. Josh Bell exploded in the batter's box yesterday. He was so upset that he is not starting in the 2019 All-Star game that he decided to go ahead and put himself on blast by hitting 3 home runs, and he had 7 RBIs. I mean, when you put yourself in the same category as Willie Stargell, Roberto Clemente, and Ralph Kiner as some of the guys to do that in Pirates history, that's pretty good company.
3 ribbies. That's hammered to right center field, and it's gone! 3 homers for the All-Star Josh Bell. What a night! What a night for the All-Star!
Josh Bell is an animal. He's already up to 77 RBIs already, and this is only the first half, so I cannot wait to see where he ends. But we have 2 other players to talk about on the Pirates. We have Brian Reynolds. He's a rookie that is hitting 360, and not a lot of people are talking about him. And also Kevin Newman. He just went 0 for 4, but before that he had a 19-game hitting streak. So yes, they did trade away Tyler Glasnow and Austin Meadows. I wish that they would have kept him to see where their team would be right now, but aside from that, the Pirates, they still have some pretty good pieces. The stats that Christian Yelich continues to put up just do not make sense. They are video game numbers. He hit his 30th home run of the season yesterday, and I'm going to grab my script real quick because over the last 162 games, I can't memorize it because they're so mind-boggling. Over his last 162, he's hitting 341 with 57 home runs, 134 runs, 145 RBIs, and a 1,135 OPS. That's Barry Bonds and Babe Ruth numbers. Insane. Yesterday, the Brewers and the Reds had a crazy game yesterday. They went back and forth. Eugenio Suarez put the Reds on his back, but unfortunately, it was not enough as the Brewers and Mr. Yelich, they took the W.
Fly ball into deep left center field.
Deals an 0-2. Yelich down the left field line. Deep. And it is going to be gone. A home run for Yelich. Oh my goodness.
I want you guys to let me know, is this next clip the bat flip of the year? Kevin Kiermaier got all of this baseball. He did not miss it. And he wanted the world to know that he put barrel to the ball. I'm not sure how far this went. I think it was like 417 or 420. Either way, he did not miss it. And after that, we're going to talk about one more player from the Rays because there's a little mini Shohei Ohtani playing for Tampa Bay. If you guys did not know. But anyways, Kevin, take it away with the bat flip.
That's a shot back into straightaway center.
Real quick, guys, before we talk about the Blue Jays game, I do want to bring up one name, Brandon Mckay. He's actually the starting DH for the Rays, or he was yesterday. And if you guys don't remember, just a few days ago, he made his major league debut as a pitcher, and he went 6 innings perfect. So he's a good enough hitter to be the DH, and he also can throw a perfect game into the 6th inning. Why are we not talking about him? I just want to give guys like Brian Reynolds, Kevin Newman, and Brandon Mckay some credit because these are some guys that could be pretty special if they continue to keep it up. Speaking of special, Freddie Galvis has been a firecracker for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's already up to 14 home runs. He had 2 yesterday. The Blue Jays, they took an easy W yesterday.
The hitter. Swinging a line drive up the middle, base hit. It is Teoscar Hernandez hits.
As Teoscar Hernandez drills the first pitch. Freddie Galvis lifts a drive to deep center.
Freddie Galvis swing at the first pitch. It's a high fly ball to deep right center. Has Freddie done it again? Hamilton.
Buster Posey has not been the same player in 2019. I remember when there was a point where Buster Posey was one of the better players in baseball, if not the best player in baseball. Definitely the face a few years ago when he was on the cover of, was he on the cover of MLB The Show? I can't remember. I feel like he was. But either way, he won 3 World Series. I think he has 2 MVPs. The guy was an absolute machine back in the day, but on the season, he's hitting .251 with 3 home runs in 60 games. That's just not going to cut it. Yesterday, though, he kind of found some old magic as he had a double in the Giants. They won easily over the Padres.
Right along the third base line. That's a fair ball headed into the left field corner.
High drive. Left field. Out of here. And that's how you make a statement.
Obviously, the last game of the day was the Rangers versus the Angels, but of course that game was postponed due to tragedy. So for all you Angels fans out there, I just want to say my heart goes out to you and to the family of Tyler Skaggs and his wife. I just got to put you in my thoughts, prayers up. It just really sucks. And we're going to talk about the standings one more time and the league leaders, but I doubt that you care at this point because it's just sad. We're going to talk about the league leaders for just a second. Leading in the batting average department, we have Jeff McNeil, who is hitting a cool .348. I'm not sure if Brian Reynolds doesn't count because he doesn't have as many games, but Jeff McNeil officially has a .348 batting average. Cody Bellinger is leading baseball with 67 runs. We saw today that Mr. Yelich hit home run number 30, so he is running away with that. But also, Cody Bellinger's not too far behind. We have Pete Alonso. There's Josh Bell, who's up to 77 RBIs. That is leading all of baseball. And then we have Alberto Mondesi, who is leading baseball with 27 stolen bases. If we go to the pitchers, Lucas Giolito has 11 wins, so he is breaking out so far this year. Kirby Yates almost has half of 60 with 27 saves before the All-Star break. That is crazy. Hungjin Ryu has a 1.83 ERA. Max Scherzer is leading the pack with 170 strikeouts. If we go to the standings, the Yankees are just so good. They're ahead of the Rays by 6.5 games. They have a 54-28 record. We see the Red Sox are 11 games out. If we go to the Central, the Twins are 8 games ahead of the Indians. The Chicago White Sox are 13 games out. I think that the Twins, they should wrap this up pretty soon. The Astros are 6.5 games ahead of the Rangers. They have a 53-32 record. If we go to the National League, the Braves, they are really good, 50-35. They're 5.5 games above the Phillies, 7 games above the Nationals. In the NL Central, the Brewers are leading the Cubs by 1 game. They're ahead of the Cardinals by 3.5, the Pirates by 5, the Cincinnati Reds by 6.5. So the Central seems to be one of the weaker divisions in baseball. And then in the NL East, we have the Dodgers, who are 12 games ahead of the Rockies, who are 4 games above 500. Then there's the Padres, the Diamondbacks, and the Giants. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you all so much for watching again. I know this was a little bit different because we had some unfortunate news to break, but thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you slap a like. Actually, just do what you guys want. The only thing I ask for you guys, be nice to your family and friends. Don't hold grudges, and have a nice day, guys. Be safe, and peace out.
That we report Tyler Skaggs passed away earlier today in Texas. Tyler has and always will be an important part of the Angels family. Our thoughts and prayers are with his wife Carly and his entire family during this devastating time. There are no other details at this time. Won that game.
Check swing, he went around. Eric Cooper will bring it up. Breaking ball got him looking. Called strike 3. Down goes Carter. And a swing and a miss by Mckay. Check swing, he went around. Eric Cooper.